How you guys doing today? Mark Franks from plentyofgadgets.com. Guys, today I want to talk about picture settings on a Samsung Qled TV. I have a Q70 to be detailed, and I just want to talk to you and show you guys my picture settings that I personally use. You guys can use these picture settings as well if you like them, but if not, you can stick to the default or find whichever picture settings work for you. But these picture settings work best for me. So let's take a look here. What I'm going to go over today is I'm going to go over regular direct TV I use, and then I'm going to go over the settings that I use for the movie channels with Netflix and Amazon Prime, and then lastly I'll go over the game settings that I use. And these settings they work for me for this QLED. All right, let's go over here. And this is, by the way, is a 65-inch. All right, so this is a regular channel. So this is the settings that I use here. And this is just a regular direct TV coming from the satellite dish. All right. For some reason it's not wanting to, it's going slow for some reason. All right, so for the picture mode, for regular TV, I use natural. It just looks better on the skin tone instead of, a lot of people that said their standard is the most natural looking is movie. But to me, I really like the natural. It pops a little bit, gives a little bit more sharpness, and it has a natural tone to it. So I like, for picture mode, I like natural. Now I'm going to expert settings here. I leave the backlight at 50, the brightness I leave it at 0, contrast is 50, sharpness, I move the sharpness up to 9. I like sharpness a little bit. A lot of people have it at 0. Colors 26. Digital clean view to reduce the noise. I leave this on auto. The auto motion plus settings, I pretty much turn this off. I turn this off pretty much on every one of my settings. Now the local dimming, of course this is a local dimming TV. I keep this on high. I don't want to get light blurs all across the TV, so local dimming is definitely on high. The contrast enhancer, this one right here, I keep one low. For direct TV, for regular cable TV, I find that it's kind of bland a little bit. If I keep it low, it's almost like it has higher contrast the lower I go. All right, so off is off, but low is okay. High is just almost, it gets like a artificial brightness. So I just keep it on low. And the color tone I have on standard. So this is basically what I use for this regular cable TV. So the key highlights of that is just the color tone. The picture mode is natural, all right? Now moving on to Netflix. Netflix is a little bit different. So these are the picture settings I use for Netflix and Amazon Prime. All right, so for Netflix and Amazon Prime, let's go. My picture mode for this, I really like anything dealing with a movie I wanted to pop. So I use dynamic for picture mode. Now let's go into expert settings. It's backlight 50, brightness is 0, contrast I have on this one is 50. I boost my contrast ratio up. Sharpness is 12. And the settings I have this digital clean view set to low. Auto motion plus dim, I turn this off. Local dimming, you want to keep it high because it's a local dimming TV. The contrast ratio enhancer, for this one, it looks better. It doesn't look artificial. So for this one, for Netflix and movies, what I found, the contrast enhancer, I set this to high. And I don't set it, it just looks better when I'm watching movies, all right? It's almost like it's more immersive. Color tone, I leave standard. And that's the settings that I have for Netflix, Amazon Prime, and pretty much any app that we play. Now for games, let's turn the game on. Show you guys what I use to calibrate the gaming So once I turn it on, Xbox pops up on the end here. And what I use for gaming, where's my game? There we go. All right, so what I use for gaming, I have Game Enhancer on. This just looks better. I mean, if you press it, turn it off, it looks just absolutely dull. So I keep Game Enhancer on. I keep my dynamic black equalizer to 5. I just want to raise it to the top. The Game Motion Plus settings, I turn these off. It seems to, when I turn them off, it helps with the gaming latency. So I just keep that off. Now FreeSync, this is for games, any games that's above 60 hertz, I keep that on. It works great for Modern Warfare. And I turn my FreeSync to Ultimate, and it looks great. So, I mean, these are the TV settings pretty much that I use for the Samsung Q70. I assume they'll work for a Q60 and a Q80 and a Q90. But if you guys have any questions or any comments, just leave them below. But that's my calibrated settings for a Samsung Qled. You guys have a good day.